What happens to investments in National Pension Scheme when the user dies before the age of 60? That's our topic for discussion today in the Market Secrets investment series. Before we get started, I'd like to mention that we at Market Secrets had recently launched Algo Traders Program ATP. If you are someone who is interested in learning end-to-end algo trading, then you can consider joining our ATP program. I'll leave the link to it in the description section of this video. And with that note, let's jump into today's session on what happens to NPS account when the investor dies before the age of 60. So first, let's talk about what are the documents that we would need to claim the amount from the NPS account. Number one, NPS withdrawal form. So this should be filled by the claimant. And number two, death certificate of the deceased. So whoever was the account holder, their death certificate. Number three, succession or legal hire certificate of the deceased. Okay, so this is something that you get from the revenue office or the court. And number four, KYC document of the claimant. Okay, so they should be KYC compliant. And number five, bank account details, which is a cancel check or passbook of the claimant. So these are the documents that you would need to make the claim of NPS amount. So this is with an assumption that the subscriber had died before the age of 60, that is before buying the annuity plan. Okay, so this is the critical criteria. They shouldn't have bought the annuity plan because the process will be different if they have bought the annuity plan. So the assumption here is the subscriber haven't bought the annuity plan so far. Okay. And now, where do you submit the form? Okay, so you need to submit the withdrawal form along with the documents to your POP, that is point of presence. Okay, so NPS accounts will be generally tagged to POPs. So you need to submit your claim form to the relevant POP. In case if the subscriber dies before the age of 60, that is before buying the annuity plan, right, we can withdraw 100% of the corpus from the NPS account. Okay, so that is why I mentioned this is very critical criteria, because if they have bought the annuity plan, the process will be completely different. We'll talk about it in the later episodes. So in this episode, we are talking about the subscriber who dies before the age of 60 and they haven't bought the annuity plan so far. Okay, so now moving to the claim process. Okay, if there is a nomination that exists for the NPS account, right, in that case, amount can be transferred to the nominee's account directly on the approval of the claim form. Okay, so once the claim form is submitted, NPS will validate, and if everything is right, they'll approve the transfer of money to nominee's bank account. So that's straightforward. And now nominees are liable to the share of the legal heirs. Okay, so nominees are temporary holders, so they need to keep the money and they need to distribute among legal heirs. Okay, they are not supposed to own the money, they are not supposed to keep the money, they are just temporarily holding the money, and they are liable to the share of all the legal heirs of the deceased. Okay, and in case if there is no nomination for that particular NPS account, if nomination doesn't exist, then the amount can be transferred to the claimant based on either a will or a succession certificate or court decree. So either of these three is mandatory. Okay, so only based on this the amount will be transferred. Okay, so if you submit any of this document and if everything is right, the amount will be transferred to the claimant, and again there might be multiple legal heirs, right, and amount might be settled to one of them. So whoever is claiming the amount, the claimant is liable to the share of the legal heirs. So they are the one who is legally responsible to distribute this money among the legal heirs. So this is the claim process of an NPS account when an investor dies before the age of 60 years. If you have any queries about this, let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer it. Also hit the like button if you have liked this video and share it with your friends if you find it useful. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video or conduct a live session. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.